on. So how did you got it muted somewhere? I'm like, man, how this shit playing? I'm like, it was cold.
And I'm gonna politely or try to analogize that. That's the cocaine era. People use cocaine on weekends.
That's right.
Social media is crack cocaine, and people use it 7 days a week.
I believe that she, like many in her generation, in our generation, or in our modern culture, are suffering from a radical material and external validating culture, right? One that says external validation and hypermaterialism will give you empowerment, and it'll also make you healthy. But those things aren't a pretext for health. They're actually a pretext for uncontrollable, unresolvable angst and despair, which ultimately are the precursor to suicide. And so I do feel for Osaka, because I think that there's so much radical.
Right, and that's the point that me and Empress kept on stressing. It was like there's a line to tiptoe through. Right, there's a line where it's like, hold on, be careful though, because there is something real here. Because the fact that you need to be validated by outside people, that could really affect your mental health. Like, so it does create this vicious cycle. But
is it a trauma that you're inflicting on yourself?
Yeah, right. And that's where it's a small line where it's like, yo, we have to stop doing that within our whole little generation of millennials or whatever we may call ourselves. We gotta, bro,
nip it in the butt. Like, literally, guys, here's the solution. When these thoughts do come to your mind that you're not good enough, you're not ever going to be good enough, or whatever the case is, you have to realize, like, okay, is this true first and foremost? If it is true, why is it true? What are you not doing? Like, we have to start analyzing ourselves and realizing that we have to let go of these thoughts, because ultimately they're just thoughts, and we can literally change in the split of a second. Like, you have free will to change and better yourself. Like Naomi Osaka, like, you literally just dethroned Serena Williams. Like, let's not forget that. Like, you literally were competing at that level. Like, we can't just be like, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I'm falling off. Like, hello, we've gone through a lot. Like, let's not ignore that. The vid did happen. Like, travel is like, everything is different. But for us to kind of just get down on ourselves and feed these thoughts and these entities of our imagination, it's not fair to people that, you know, have actually had trauma inflicted onto them.
See, but it's always, I think it's always when you don't really love the sport. When you're just doing it because
validation
or money. Yeah, because like a Kobe Bryant, you could boo him all you want.
It's irrelevant.
They get him angry almost. Like, hold on, get they size of me. But like, there's like Westbrook,
and that's some mentally strong people. Like, it's just like, and mentally strong isn't just like you literally lifting crossword puzzles all day and building your. No, it's not that language. Mental toughness comes from building, from focusing the mindset of abundance and legacy. You're focused in the mindset of lacking, which is always going to eat you alive. You have to change the settings on your mind and be like, no, you know what? I actually am good at this, bro. No, you know what? I need to go practice. Maybe I need to get off the phone with Corday. Maybe I need, like, you have to start assessing things before you just write it off as, oh, people hate me. Oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, it's because I'm this. Oh, because I'm that. Oh, I'm mixed. Like, let's not conflate ideas here, because that's the worst thing you can do to yourself, and you're literally inflicting trauma on yourself, which isn't fair to yourself. Like, we have to sit with these thoughts. Like, that's step number one in all of this. Let's sit with these thoughts, address whether they're true or not, and why they're true, and how we can fix them or resolve these ideas and thoughts that we don't agree with.
Man, like I said, that's the main reason why he said material and outside validation, because you can't control that. You can't control.
No, like that's the tough cookie that a lot of kids have to learn when they come out of just, you know, those fake worlds known as college and master's. Like, we have to understand that it's not about like these accolades and achievements anymore. It's more about whether you're a good person and whether you have good qualities. We can't control how other people feel about our level of play. Like, it's just virtually impossible, but you can control how you feel about them. You can't control what you're thinking about on the tennis court or whatever the case is, whatever field of play that you're on. You can lock in on these things and realize that heckler doesn't matter. That heckler has his own issues that he's dealing with. He's projecting onto you, Because
No,
you
but
can
I'm
easily
saying-
be like, he's saying I suck.
See, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I don't want y'all to do in sport, right? I don't want y'all to think that. I'm telling you, if I go to a game and I'm a heckler, my job is to get you off of your game because I want somebody else to win.
Right.
It's not because I'm upset. It's not because I don't even like you. I may love you. I just don't like when you're playing my team. And I want my team to win. So I am fucking with you to get you out of your game.
Right.
I played basketball with my friends like this, and I've always did this. It's not because I don't like them. It's not because I'm upset with myself and there's a deficiency there. It's like, no, I want every edge. After this competition is done, we are back to being normal human beings, bro. This is competitive, right? We have to understand that competition is not real life. Competition is competition. That's something that you do. That's a sport. Yeah, that's something completely different from the way we live. So I don't like. I've been seeing a lot of people saying that, like, yeah, LeBron, they got to start thinking about that people.
Because like even
upset,
LeBron,
like
you're saying in the instance of when he got nigga written on his gate or whatever the case is, like how are you looking at that as far as when they call him these things or name call him during the game? Like, what's the difference between those scenarios?
See, with LeBron, it's weird because the situation is odd right now. But that could be anybody. That could be Juicy Smollett right now. Right? That could just be that. And when I say that, no disrespect to the brother Juicy, but I'm just saying this could be a regular black kid fucking around, or it could be a regular white kid.
Yeah, because I remember I was
around.
at middle school and KKK was being written on the Johns, and I was like, this is a whole black school.
Is it a real KKK member or is it just somebody fucking around because they think it's funny?
Yeah, and they think it's funny because they see the adults so traumatized by these words.
Right.
Nigger, look at the grandma. It's like it almost broke her back. You saying the word.
But when you see the people, like I said, I'm not sure if they lied on LeBron, but definitely you got to understand white people, right? Even when they make those jokes, I don't even know if I look at them as hating us or whatever it is, they're bigots. Everybody have certain ways that they see other people, and I think we should see other people like that. Like if I come in and I'm trying to be a white dude, and then you like, yo, that's not a white dude, bro. I know a black dude. I'm like, whatever, I don't care, right? You feel me? So that yo, I think they should have the freedom, bro, to just do the fake judge. Nigger boy. Look at you dunking that basketball. All you can do, you can't shoot 3-pointer. Who cares? I can't shoot 3-pointers. Let me show you. Your team losing? What team you going for? Your team losing? Your team losing? That's what you do to people that do that to you. You like, bro, Kobe got the situation in Denver, Empress. Ask the Denver Nuggets how they feel about Kobe Bryant. Every year, we had to play these motherfuckers in the Western Conference Finals. They had Carmelo Anthony. And that's what I'm saying. People put a lot of knock on players, but the reason why players wasn't able to win was because Kobe was so insane about the game of basketball, right? He said that he had to figure out a character. That's what I was saying with Beyonce being Sasha Fierce. Even when I tell you, even with me on the court, like I'm completely different from the way me in the regular world. I want to be accepted. I try to move a certain way. On the court, I am who I am on the court. Right? So that's what I'm saying. Like you have to get that identity where it's like, yeah, bro, people hate you, bro. You have to understand that. You have to turn that into your strength. You have to find a way to empower yourself with this, because if you start saying, yo, there's something wrong with them, it's like, man, I feel sorry for them. There's nothing wrong with them. They fucking with you and they fucking with you.
Okay, so you're saying like in the arena, it is what it is.
That's the gladiator. Yes, ma'am.
It's the arena. That's where it's at.
Yes, ma'am.
You can't control that. But when you go into your personal life, and people are harassing you or finding you and be like, "Yo, you sucked at Indian Wells, bro." Like, I'm gonna continue to harass you about it. That's when it becomes a thing that you might be concerned about, because this person now knows where you live at, and yeah, you have a right to be concerned about your safety and your privacy, because how this person found out where I say that? Like,
what's the seriousness of the threat?
Yeah.
Figure out. Yes, ma'am.
So that's when your mental can kind of start to kind of waver, because it's like, oh snap, like there's a paranoia, like there's a complete stranger that's literally harassing me.
But even because I know because harassing they use that word broad. Westbrook, right? They're saying he's being harassed. They're saying, yeah, it's cool while you in the arena, but you y'all got memes about me and all this. It's like that's all fair too.
Mhm.
This is another fake world that we on.
Yeah.
You remember, these are two fake worlds. Now the real problem is if you're in real life and you're with your family, or you if you're in real life at all. I don't give a fuck if you're with your family, if you're with yourself, bro. Me as a fan should not approach you in no disrespectful way, because that right there is where it's man to man.
Yeah, it's like we're not in the arena.
It's not.
What are you
This has nothing to do with basketball.
What
Has
are
nothing
you
to do with nothing, bro.
are you being a hater away from the game?
And that's where we should
Get your
protect.
weird ass away from me, boy.
That's where we should protect celebrities, Empress. We shouldn't have that weird rule where I can sue them. No.
Mhm.
That's where we should protect them.
Yeah, and there are situations like that. The baby, prime example.
You're antagonizing this man. He rightfully was defending himself. Like, we have to understand that we can be mad still, bro. But if somebody just yelling at you, bro, through the bus, and you jump out the bus and beat his ass, bro, come on, bro.
It's a bit much.
You on the bus, bro. You going away, fuck him, bro. But like I said, if it's a situation where you're confronted, bro, people can't confront people, bro. Like, I don't care if I'm the happiest person on TV. If you see me as a comedian, don't run up to me in person, bro. Right? When you see me in person, try to, bro. You tell me people don't know how to get attention no more, bro. You tell me, bro. That the way I was raised, bro. You tell me nobody in the world know that, bro. I remember one day when I was a child, Empress. I tell you, it's a fundraise. One day, I'm not thinking nothing about it. I walk right up on a man's car.
Mm-hmm.
A grown, probably a street dude, walk up on his car because probably his car was nice. I'm like, I know bro got some money. You know, I used to pick cars out. I know bro got some money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm right on the man car, Empress. I'm talking about, I'm tall too, and so I don't look like I'm in whatever grade I'm in, nigga. So he like, right, and I remember him telling me, "Yo, don't do that, bro." Right, he didn't say it in no disrespectful way, but he was just letting me know, like, he was like, "Yeah, it might be some like," and he said it so playfully that I didn't take it no way. You feel me? Because you gotta learn how to communicate. Because maybe he would have said it weird. I'm like, "Man, what? Ain't do nothing to me." So I don't know. Maybe the way he said
it's like, damn, you can't be doing that, boy.
Yeah,
my shit on gold.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh snap, my bad, bro." That make hella sense because I started thinking about it, like, damn, like
people are living their lives.
Yeah, it's like, bro, what if I was crazy? What if I was a crazy dude and I was boom banging on your window and you thought it was all good and I just blast your head off? Right, you feel me? So it's fair enough. And when he told me that, I was like, oh, okay. So boom, knock on the window and step back. So he see you, he know that you just not on the window. You like, hey, excuse me, sir, can I? I'm trying to ask you a question real quick. Can I come a little closer? Right, and that's what I was saying. Like, do we not know how to communicate with people? It's like, yo, excuse me. Like, unless you're a child where it's no harm to you just walking up to somebody, you should know boundaries. You should know, like, yo, I just can't just walk in his space right now. Like,
yeah, and the main thing is audio. If you're gonna walk up on somebody, make it auditory from a distance. Like, yo, like we was just watching an NLE clip or whatever. If the kid is like, yo, NLE, and he's not responding, unfortunately you missed it. Maybe you could take a picture and be like, yo, I seen him, but you can't try to grab his attention and walk up on him and he has his headphones on and he can't hear you. Because now it's a paranoia thing. He might pull out a gun, like we don't know. So we just have to be auditory from a distance and then kind of come closer as we try to make our approach to the person. But to just walk up on some silent, like, who are you? You could be a killer. You could be anybody, bro. I don't know. So for me to be like, oh, I was just a fan. Yeah, no, I can't play it safe like that. There's threats against my life. I've gotten death threats. Like, it's just a different life of a celebrity. So we have to comprehend these things and realize I don't think anybody should walk up on anybody, to be quite honest, whether it's a celebrity or a regular human being. But if we are going to do it, let's make it a thing of auditory approach before physical approach. So touching is out of question, I think, in general, unless you guys are communicating already. And he's like, all right, yeah, let's go take this picture. Boom, boom. Or, oh, nice to meet you. I don't want to take pictures right now. Boom, boom. Like, we have to understand boundaries in general.
And like I said, celebrities be upset just alone. Like I said, when you come out there with their when they with their family, like I said, a lot of them they tolerate a lot of this stuff that we're talking about. You really shouldn't be doing. So that kind of warp people's mind because, yeah, I tolerate it because I know that maybe y'all got a camera, maybe y'all will say this, and maybe and I want to keep my image nice. So maybe I'm not out a lot, and maybe that's where people miss out on me because I don't go out because I know that every time I go out, I have to be friendly. I'm talking about I could be eating a steak. If you run up to me, I gotta put it down and kiss your nose, right? There's different celebrities that move differently, and that it warps fans' mind and say, "Yo, that's how you should behave." And I tell you, that's what I didn't like about, and that's why I was completely in agreement with Kanye about the young white lady. Keep all that different stuff over there. You're doing that different stuff at your concert, keep it at your concert. Or maybe it ain't even your fault, but it's propaganda. Keep it at your concert, bro. Because when you start competing with me every time I say something and I say, yo, that's not really mental health, bro. That's just validation. And you're like, well, how you going to say somebody not? It's like, bro, it's not how we're going to say it. It's, I'm just telling you about the truth. If you was to get this shit diagnosed, like even parents right now with the UPenn situation, Empress, they're begging for the fucking NCAA to use science. That's what they're saying. And, you know, maybe they might say this is a bunch of Republicans. I don't know. This is Ivy League school. Their daughters are on the swim team, but they can't come out because it has to be anonymous. You heard Caitlyn talk about the situation. So you feel me? I just don't want people to think that we're hating on them because we straight. No, we got Caitlyn talking about it. We don't know nothing about it, really and truly. We spoke to Caitlyn. Caitlyn said, "Yo, we shouldn't be doing that," and that's what we saying. And we just giving our little 2 cents now because we went to a professional. Professionals say, yo, this is what we're doing. So we're just only giving the professional ideas. So these are not even opinions. These are facts. These are truths from the professionals. So please don't shoot the message.
Yeah, I think the bigger the stage, the bigger the target. Because it's like, all right, fine. If you do it at a high school in some small local town that nobody cares like to even know about, you might get away with it. Huh?
What?
I'm saying
what?
Transgender.
What? What you talking about?
No, you're done.
What you saying, bro? You saying that somebody can get away with doing this?
Yes, I think they can get away on a smaller stage.
Man, you know, in the first place that they did that?
Where?
In Florida.
Where?
It was a track and field.
What school?
What are you talking about? The man.
Look, my point exactly. He doesn't even know what school.
What you mean?
They did it at. Like I said, the smaller the stage, the smaller the target, which just it's the same thing with the cotton pickers. They got paid to pick cotton. They're not as offended. But let there be an NBA cotton pickers. Let there be a mascot called the Cotton Pickers in the NBA. Man, there was freaking the Redskins. The Redskins got taken down.
Well, they're kicking up dust in Connecticut, taking the top spots at the state girls championship, leaving parents wondering if they have an unfair advantage. Lindsay Davis is here, and you sat down with the track star to talk all about this.
That's right, Michael. We're talking about a subject that's so sensitive that Andrea and Terry, who you're about to meet, felt when it was time to tell their parents that they're transgender, they each revealed it by text, and now they have gone public with it, and they're facing opposition from people who say, even though you may feel like a girl, you need to compete against the boys. Terry Miller and Andrea Yearwood dominating the competition at the girls' track and field championships in Connecticut.
I'm telling you, they was at a small school until somebody heard that something crazy like this was going on. Everything small, and somebody say, "Hold on, what?" No, that need to go viral. No, put it on the internet. No, somebody's gonna find this concerning. Babe, nothing could be small nowadays, Empress.
So what are you saying? They brought civil penalties against those people?
Babe, I don't know what league Fallon Fox is fighting in. I don't know what league Fallon Fox is fighting in. Fallon Fox is not a good fighter. She sucks. But she's a trans and she whoops skinny girls' ass. She's not in a good league. We don't know about her. We don't see her competing against Ronda Rousey and none of
What's
the
your
big
point? Are you
people.
saying she's on a big stage?
She's on no stage. I'm telling you, if something crazy like this happened, no matter what stage you're on, you could be in the bottom of the ground. You could be Satan. If Satan's not competing against his wife, we know about it. We don't like man competing against women, bro. We don't like unfair advantages because it looks brutal. Anything brutal, we talk about it, babe. A big ass tornado came and tore up something somewhere small in Florida. They brought it up, telling us about it. We don't know about it. Tornadoes tore it up.
Mm-hmm.
Small town, no matter where you at. If something crazy happens, Empress, you got to bring it to the forefront, G.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, the topic of those two black guys doing that, I didn't hear that from anybody but you. As far as like down on my timelines or anything
This
of that
was
nature.
3 years ago, though.
Yeah. How long ago? Whatever it was. I didn't see anything about it. Like, I've only heard the instance from you and what videos you've showed me. But I told you, as soon as I got on there, I was scrolling down, 2 people. This is ridiculous. Same athlete every time.
This Leah Thomas situation is a new situation.
Mm-hmm.
This is 3 years ago. The same way you was telling me that you didn't remember Laurel fucking Herando.
That's the point I thought you were trying to make. As far
situation.
as like the Olympic being a way bigger stage than the NCAA.
No, she wouldn't be competing at the Olympic when they were talking about it at first. This person was competing in regular little matches because she had to qualify as a woman first.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, no matter where you competing at, the minute you break a record, you're known. No matter if you in fucking nowhere land, bro.
Okay.
The fact that you ran, like, if you in Haiti and you run a 7.2, nigga, in 100, niggas is coming to find you, and we're trying to figure out, did you run the 7.2? When Haiti was not getting sick on the situation, they said, yo, what's going on? It don't matter who you is, Emperor. They're going to find you. If you great, they're going to find you. But let me show you these things, though. I'm just saying, did you forget how big the situation was?
What, the girls?
The whole transgender situation.
Oh, I remember Trump bringing it up, but yeah, that was it.
Man, it was a fucking... Yeah, I'm telling you, like, if you go back 3 years ago, before this pandemic shit happened, go back and see what the top topics was. I'm telling you.
I'm just waiting for the transgender volleyball player.
Bro, who was mad about Orange is the New Black? Niggas was mad about everything.
Oh, yeah. Orange is the New Black was a major one.
People was mad about one of the women being on Vogue or whatever the transgender woman was on.
She was on a weird magazine.
Bro, I'm telling you, it was a war 3 years ago. They quelled it with this COVID. I mean, with the situation going on at hand. But now it's being started back up because this situation started back up with the high school sports. That's when all those parents, and I tell you, maybe I've been watching a lot of Fox since I've been fucking with Trump. Because Empress saying she ain't seen it down the timeline, so I can see her not seeing it. Because people ain't rock with Trump. So if Trump said it, if Trump was like, yeah, no, like fucking, because you know,
like the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure that person the first person I seen is a LGBTQ person.
What's saying what?
Oh, that she was disgusted by it. Like,
no, I ain't seen no LGBT people being disgusted by it. No LGBT people that's disgusted by it.
What? Caitlyn Jenner just came on and was disgusted by it.
Caitlyn Jenner? Oh, because she's transgender. LBG. See.
What? Caitlyn Jenner?
Yeah, LGBT. See, shout out to y'all T's. I'm trying to think. See, the reason why Caitlyn is this because Caitlyn is not really part of the LGBT community.
What is she a part of?
She's part of the trans community. But what they're doing is they're making it the alphabet gang. Remember the Dave Chappelle joke?
Which one?
Okay. Chappelle.
John passed away.
Huh? Man, throw your John on a charger, bro. Throw your John on a charger.
But see, what I realized at the time and what Kevin had to learn the hard is we were breaking an unwritten and unspoken rule of
Man, he said the L's on like the B's, the B's on like the T's.
Yeah, the far one.
You pull over at the next exit. I need to use the... There's not a restroom for you. 4 states. Shut the fuck up so we can get where we're going.
That's it. Let's hope this is it.
So the G's were just driving the car. Except for the G's. The car trying to get around discrimination. Like I was saying, my guess is the G's are driving that car. It makes sense to me because there's white men in the G's, and these people are trying to get around discrimination and oppression. And you know how white dudes are. We know these roads.
Roads.
In fact, we built these roads. So the G's are just driving the car. Of course, next to the G's in the passenger seat is the L's. Everybody likes the L's, except for the G's.
Because everybody like the L's.
I don't know what that's about. I just know the G's don't like them that much. G's always say like little subliminal digs on them. It's unnecessary shit. It's not mean, but you know what I mean? They just be like,
It's her.
I wouldn't wear that.
What's the deal? Let me see it. No, let me see that comment.
Oh, about the video?
The only thing that
Yeah.
brings the tension between the L's and the G's are the B's in the back seat. That's right. There you go. Everybody
shit
scream
weird.
out when you hear your letter.
What? What is that? This is it.
Huh?
What is that? But what is she standing on the comment? She said, this is
This
weird.
person, if you think this is okay, you can unfriend me. And
It's
if she
one
put
thing
this shit
that the
weird.
L's and the G's agree on.
I don't know. Go to the comment section. I'm confused.
Oh.
Fucking gross. They seem greedy to the L's and the G's. You know
Smoke.
what I mean?
He smoked
Just
their
sitting in the back,
boots.
like, yeah, man.
Well, one
Everybody
person
in this
said,
car, what's going
I
on?
can't even find the comedy and a male being able to compete as female. Shit's beyond me. I feel you.
And that was your bro saying you can't find the comedy?
Yeah.
And sitting next to the B's,
It's
all
crazy
the
because
way
the
in
actual
back
woman who
seat by
pulled second and
themselves,
third
looking out the
probably
window.
wasn't okay with men competing as females, but the actual people who see
That's
nothing
the
wrong with this
T's.
just pay the woman their equal due. It seems like they're trying to get
Everybody in
over
the
on
car
equal pay.
respects the
Hold
T's.
on. What? Hold on. No,
Everyone
no,
else,
no,
That's
no.
somebody else, though.
No. This is what they all thinking, though.
T's.
This is what they all thinking. Cause that's what I'm saying. Cause people don't analyze situation, right? So I know people not analyzing the situation. This is what they're all thinking.
What does this even mean? I don't get what are they talking
Oh,
about?
so you don't get it.
No, I don't.
The reason why it's weird to them, and they kept on saying a man.
Mm-hmm.
These are feminists.
Mm.
These are feminists right here.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying that the problem is this man is pretending to be a woman because we don't want to pay women equally. Huh? Why
What
would
the
he
fuck?
transition and become a woman? So he's not going to get paid equally, but he transitioned to be a woman because of what? Huh. Okay. I'm glad nobody liked it yet. Nobody didn't like it yet. It's fairly new. But what that person said again, read it again, though.
It's crazy because the actual women who pulled second and third probably wasn't okay with men competing as females, but there are actual people who see nothing wrong with this. Just pay the woman their equal due. It seems like they trying to get over on equal pay.
I don't even get the logics of the logic. That's what I'm saying. It's not about manpower, not about woman power, it's about brain power. You have none. You have zero, young lady. Get over on equal pay. So why would they send a man over there to be a woman? So he can get the woman pay too? I don't get what would that change.
They hide themselves.
What would that change if the man went over there and competed with the woman and quote unquote got paid? Now that would mess up equal pay for women. What? How would a transgender male help woman equal pay? How would he hurt it by competing as a woman. It seemed like he would help it. It'd be more entertaining. Where you like, yo, we got all these views. All y'all watching to see if bruh lose. We should be getting paid more by viewership. So actually, he would help by coming over there. Right? It'd actually be a lot more entertaining if it was a woman against him. If y'all had like a whole shit where y'all was like, yo, we're gonna do a relay, and he got to swim by himself. Right, the same way they told him, Bowman, yo, your lungs is bigger than the woman. You got to run a smaller race. You got to run a smaller. You can't do the bigger woman. Same thing with bro. Yo, your hands bigger, your lungs bigger, all this stuff. You got to do a relay race.
Pressing a whole theorist.
Okay.
Yeah, he got this bro full green screen in full effect. Kind of act like he in Kiev. We blew that building down yesterday, bro. But yeah, and then he's complaining about Facebook talking about something about being partly false. He's like, partly false Facebook. Laugh myself. So they admit someone's son is working out there while the other is kept secret. And it says, what are the odds of 4 people all having children working for Ukraine gas companies?
Oh yeah, you them guys.
But yeah. Do you want this?
Yes, man.
All right.
But yeah, hey, shout out to that. Oh no, yeah, but no, keep that right there though.
And these people are trying to get around discrimination and oppression. And you know how white dudes are. We know these roads. Everybody likes the L's, except for the G's.
We know it.
I don't know what that's about. I just know the G's don't like them that much.
We don't know.
The G's always say like little subliminal digs on them. It's not unnecessary shit. It's not mean, but you know what I mean? They just be like, I wouldn't wear that. The only thing that breaks the tension between the L's and the G's are the B's in the back seat. That's right. There you go. Everybody scream out when you hear your letter. If it's one thing that the L's and the G's agree on, is that the B's are fucking gross. They seem greedy to the L's and the G's. You know what I mean? They're just sitting in the backseat like, yeah, man. I'll fuck anybody in this car. What's going on, man?
Like, what white voice is that? What's going on, man?
Yeah,
man.
All the way in the backseat by themselves. Look out the window.
Totally, bro. Gnarly, fam.
That's the T's.
That's the T's.
Everybody in the car respects the T's, but everyone also resents the T's. It's not the T's fault, but everyone.
Right. So when you see those people doing that thing, it's so you asked the question earlier, why wasn't they there to protest that? Because they're smarter than us. When I say us, I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about melanated people.
Mm-hmm.
They know that will make their cause look bad. We can't fight for that one. We can't put our name on fighting for that one, not right now, because you see that person that you showed me is a L or a G or whatever that she's the L, right? Because I guess she'll be a stud. She'll still like girls.
Mm-hmm.
She don't like the T's, but everybody respect the T's because what you know is, when I say everybody, I'm talking about the whole LGBT situation, because what they understand is as an army we can get more done.
Mm-hmm.
But with this one, there's even Caitlyn coming out. There's a lot of people coming out. We're not gonna respect this one because it's gonna make us look crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But us as melanated people, we respecting anyone. We say, no, that's a good one too. No, put that one in there too. No, that's racism. T, look. It's like, no,
he black, put him in.
That's not racism.
You half black, put him in.
But
you 1/3, put him in.
You're not black, but you said some black shit.
Obviously, like we treating our shit like we ain't got a line of people trying to fight for
trying to get in.
It's just like, nah, your shit don't sell that many tickets, bro. We don't care about your shit.
Yeah,
it's like a whole line of people going through it, but their shit is dismissed because it's not entertaining enough. It's not exciting enough.
Hey, and we should play it just like the LGBT community playing it. They playing it like, yo, we all in the car together, so we cool.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some things, if an individual do, we cannot
That's
stand
odd.
by it. We cannot stand by it. But us, bro, we'll break the whole car up because the whole car like, yo, we're not standing by that. And you like, no, what? She's a woman. We all said that before. Yeah, we said that when we was in the car by ourselves.
But what do you do when your group more so ignorant than intellectual? Like, how do you combat the ignorance?
Shit, like I said, that's why me and you here. Spin doctors.
Who?
Me and you.
I don't like that one. I feel like we're more like truth serum doctors.
Yeah, spin doctors.
Spin doctors is like turning the narrative into something it's not.
Mm-mm.
We're trying to turn the narrative back to what it was.
That's what the West say. The West call us spin doctor. I'm using a Western term.
Oh, so you're calling what they would call us. But what would you call yourself?
I'm just saying, they calling you a spin doctor. So that's what we are. Right? And a spin doctor, quote unquote, pushes out propaganda for his or her side.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But living in America, there's only one propagandist, and that's the government. So the free man that they quote unquote call a spin doctor, I'm okay with just calling them that for right now. Same thing with Christians, right? He's like, bro, you're not really a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
We never called ourselves some whack shit like that, but I'm okay with it for right now. Well, we can use it to our advantage. So that's why I'm rocking with it right now.
Okay.
Because that's our purpose, right? If we're saying that there's propaganda going on, cool. They're propagandists, we propagandists. You can look at it and be like, yo, propaganda, a bad thing. No, it's not. I go look at the word. No, nothing is really innately bad. This is a word.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You don't like the word propaganda? Because you don't know.
It's just a matter of
Pro.
asking questions.
Pro.
Agenda? So what is our agenda? The truth? And their agendas are lies? Okay.
They're of their father, the devil, a liar. The Most High said that even when they lie, they tell the truth. Because they're of their father, the devil. They're supposed to be liars. So if they call us spin doctors, that's okay. They're liars. Everything they say is complete opposite. So that's what I'm saying. If they calling us like that, we straight with it. Same thing when they called us Christians and said, nah, y'all Christians, they Jews. And they tricked us.
Mm-hmm.
Because we didn't understand that they were spin doctors. So we're supposed to use that shit and be like, all right, yeah, we Christians.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but we was like, oh, we are? Oh, so we not the chosen ones, though. If I'm Jew, okay, my bad. That's what we did. Instead of being like, what? Okay, we the Christians. Y'all the Jews? like our one homeboy said, well, it said OG right here was ready. Run the video, man.
Cool. Unconstrained, unsorted emotion there that I actually worry about the way she may cope. And I caution you and others who may be watching not to use the anomaly of an Osaka breaking down in front of the world on this huge stage as a representation of the greater mental health crisis in our culture.
Do you understand that right there, Empress?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's super important. And he said, yo, I caution you and just anybody else with these platforms that may say, man, look what's going on with black people. Woe unto black people. Let's help black people. Yeah, but that's not the example. Because if y'all help that situation, y'all aren't really doing anything. Same thing when they help the Kaepernick situation. That's not what we need to help. Let's actually figure out the actual practical shit and figure out what's going on in the community. But somebody just saying, yeah, they abusing the police and I don't even want to play no more in the league. I need a severance check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, get your severance check. But what are we doing for the actual black people in the neighborhood that's getting killed? Well, if I get the severance check, I can start little foundations. No. because now you're gonna have to have money to start the foundation, and that's gonna be more money when you could just start the donations, nigga. Let's not do no foundations no more. Let's actually donate now. Like no more founds. Bro, y'all been here too long, bro. Let's start doing foundations. Let's find we need some pipelines. Money to people pipelines. Like, we need pipelines. You need to be like, yo, the money don't go to me. I'm protesting because I want them to get paid. I play sports. I'm gonna make my money.
Mm-hmm.
They need the money. It's like they don't be doing that. Empress. They walk off. They get deals. They do Nike deals.
Yeah, it literally is breeding the outcry for blockchain technology because people want to see exactly where this money's going.
Man, how come we all ain't got a pair of the black Nikes? Every black person in America should have one of them RGB, right?
Why?
Because Nike said they making Nikes for Kaepernick, and Kaepernick was protesting for black people that was getting just killed by the cops.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
I got pulled over by a cop. I should have Nikes.
No, I think it's more shit that can go into that.
What do you mean? The Nikes are free though that they giving me, but you saying I shouldn't be wearing Phil Knight on my feet.
You know how that renter was saying the fact that you took a partial payment justifies a full payment?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel like that is. Taking a partial payment instead of a full payment.
So you said we should hold out.
So if Nike wanted to do something real as far as police brutality, it would have to be something in relation to reforming the system. In other words, when you pull somebody over, bro, guns being drawn and things of that nature shouldn't be the first thing that happens.
That's then that'll never change because people are biggest. What they would have to do, Empress, is give us equity in the company. But then we need education also to figure out how to really make the money work, right?
Or they would have to foot the bill, I guess, for legal fees when these situations. I don't know, bro. It would have to be something more conducive to what's actually going on than you giving me a pair of shoes.
No, that's one of the coldest shit I ever heard somebody say. I never heard nobody even say nothing like that. What? You foot the legal bill every time but then hey, maybe that even keep them on some shit where they won't even make shit happen no more.
Bro, it's a fair trial because first and foremost, Nike has been in litigation all their life as far as people stealing their IP. So it's like, okay, well, y'all understand the rules and how elongated these things can be and how drawn out. And y'all know how sneaky these fuckers, I'm going to call them what they are, bro. These fuckers can be as far as elongating court cases to make it cost more. So now you're not taxing us anymore. You're taxing a corporation that can withstand and withhold these legal fees. I think that's a conducive solution to a problem. Okay, fine. We can't stop the bigotry, but you can't cover the cost of the bigotry.
So now you can actually make it hard for them to ever beat us.
Yep. Because you have literally become the PD of anybody who has experienced police brutality.
Mm-hmm. Hey, and because your money long, you hire you got lawyers on retainment.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime something happened within something,
put in the work,
pick it up quick.
And that's what Jay-Z did, and that's why there's so much regard and respect for Jay-Z, because behind the scenes where they're not leaving the headlines, you're seeing that he's doing the work that's conducive to people's freedom, solution-based things. Like, he got 21 Savage out with his legal stuff. He got Meg whack ass out with the legal stuff. Uzi Vert, like, he's able to get these lawyers on retainment to fix these issues in a hastily time. So, yeah, bro, it just has to be something more conducive. Even slapping their Nike signs on top of those stupid ass license plate readers that's giving people tickets for causing no harm to anybody's property or damage. Like
that was you I heard talking about the Meg situation though, about a lot of celebrities and stuff like her.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
It feels like the teens are making the trip take longer.
Teens are making the trip take longer.
Only that.
Anything the teens say gets on everybody's nerves. And then the teens don't even say anything bad. They just be in the back talking to himself. I'm hot. Shut it. Shut the out, okay? What? Just said I was hot. Can you pull over at the next exit? I need to use the restroom. There is not a restroom for you for 4 states. Will you just shut the fuck up so we can get where we're going? And just when that car can't get any more tense, the cues are a hitchhiker that they picked up on the road. Some white dude in booty shorts is walking down the freeway. G's see him. That guy might be one of us.
The G see him quick.
Hey, are you okay? Need some help? And he come over there with them booty shorts leaning on the window. Hey, what's going on, fellas? Lady? Whatever pronoun makes you feel comfortable in the back. Yeah. I don't really know where I'm going. I don't know if I'm gay or I'm straight or whatever. All I know for sure is that I really want to get in this car. Hey, sketchy squad.
Bro. All right. So now that brings another thought. So, okay, it's a don't say gay bill, which I identify as a don't say homosexual bill. But once the homosexuals are all together, you have to dive into it because they're all homosexuals. But now it's like homosexual to what degree? It's a woman that likes a woman, another woman. It's a man that likes another man. And how do you identify a man homosexual, not homosexual?
And then, like I said, it gets to a point where it's not even homosexual because now if you're identifying as being something else, you could say
you don't like the same.
So, right, you could be a man that was a man and now you trans to a woman, but you still like woman. So you're straight in your mind, or you may like man. So you have to like man to be straight.
They're just slowing it down.
Or you like woman, so you're a lesbian. That's what I'm saying. With the trans, they could be either who or.
So you're saying natural born man, trans woman likes women.
That's a lesbian. Becomes a lesbian. So went
or
from
a
being
sneaky heterosexual.
Went from being heterosexual to being a lesbian. Or they could like a man that makes them straight or sneakingly gay. It's 2 options. It's 2 options.
Sneaky heterosexual, sneaky homosexual.
See, it's just sneaking something, right? And that's why it's so hard with them. Like, because even with the queers, it's hard with the queers, but the queers are so queery. It's like we don't know what the queers is. Everybody just assumes that the queers are just gay, right? But with the trans, you don't know what they are because they're straight. Say no, I don't. I like a man. I'm a woman. It's like, bro, you a woman? Yeah, that's my fiance right there. We're married. Oh, my bad. But you, all right, whatever. Cool. Like they're making a trip long because now for people like me and Empress, we like, hold on. So what you said? Empress saying she curious. So Empress want to figure out. So you
what
straight?
do you call man on man? And why is it gay? Are you saying the lesbians aren't happy? Why do they get
all right?
synonym for happy?
Well, let's if we ever dive into it, what you'll see is that in man-on-man relationship, there's a lot of sex, a little bit of argument. In woman-on-woman relationships, there's a little sex, a lot of argument based on stats. So that's just happiness, I'm guessing. Right? That's how they just.
Yeah, because every time I think of LGQ, I think of that happy white man in the Pride Parade.
Those are usually gay men.
Yeah.
So they've been fighting for this shit for a little minute. That's what Dave was saying. Like, nigga, and he's saying that they white man, but yeah, they white man. They've been doing this for a little minute.
But I guess if it is a lesbian, there's that culture of this person trying to be masculine, right? And it becomes like a toxic masculinity because they don't.
The lesbian?
Yeah, the butcher
Those
style.
are I was about to say those are more so studs or butch or whatever they call those people. See, those people right now, they're probably turning man though. Right? Butchers. Because I always thought butch came from botched surgery. I thought y'all was using that because they botched. So I thought it was just botched. So like right now, I'm looking at it like botched. So now y'all just on some shit like, yo, the transgender situation here. Let me just get into my real body. So that's why when I seen your homegirl that you just showed me, it's interesting that she still think that she's a woman, you know. And then you gotta think about lesbians all this time that they was lesbians even when we had studs. They never thought they was man. Like, nigga, I'm a stud. I like girls though, but I'm a stud. Like,
I am who I am.
Yeah. But now it's like, nah, I'm a whole. What you talking about, bro? I'm a man. I'm straight as hell. What is my shit?
The delusion.
What Royce White saying is exactly what's going on, Empress. This is outside
that
validation.
Anomaly.
Man,
it's going to be so conflated, and this big old balloon bubble is gonna. No, that's not the situation. Stop conflating ideas.
That's only one person in the car. And that's the same thing I say, right? Where as a melanated person, we got to start disassociating certain people from us when they do certain things. It's good to have a large number when you go to protest, when you want things passed, things like that. You like large numbers, but you don't want nobody that could make your movement look weak, like the Black Lives Matter situation, how it turned out. It could have been so strong, but they say, yo, the head buying houses over here. Now, yo, can't take the head off, and then now we like, yo, I don't even trust it no more. It's all fake shit.
Yeah.
So we gotta be cautious about it, but I'm about to finish this video and get up out of here.
Because many people, and this was my point to the NBA, they wanted to tell me, for example, hey, you got anxiety, you don't like to fly on planes, maybe you're just the anomaly. And if we just don't employ you or work with you, then we've solved the mental health issue, or that athletes are sort of going to self-select themselves out of being able to compete and be a part of that pool if they have these issues. But I say this, many people are breaking down like Osaka in many places that we cannot see. And that's the real representation of the mental health crisis that we must confront, instead of allowing her anomalous representation to the common eye. Because many athletes don't really break down out in the public square like that. We shouldn't let that be our representation of the mental health crisis. Understand that that is a moment of weakness, that is rightfully categorized as weakness, but many people have become weak in our modern American culture.
Okay, so if I understand you correctly, or this is my interpretation of what you said, external validation and materialism. Those were the two things. And I think you're 1,000% on target that this social media environment that we have is all about external validation, likes, retweets, follows, everybody's. It's like we used to have this. People did used to enjoy external validation. It was kind of a recreational drug. It was kind of like, on weekends, I may go seek out some external validation. I'm going to dress up and go to a nightclub, dress sharp, and I'm going to get my external validation. Now, and I'm going to politely or try to analogize that, that's the cocaine era. People use cocaine on weekends.
That's right.
Social media is crack cocaine, and people use it 7 days a week, and are in constant, oh, I gotta be validated external. And when I'm not, it's oh my God, where's my next hit? And that one little negative hit is something horrible. And then when you couple that with the materialism that you're talking about, and I think which really is just an expression of hedonism. We have, through music culture, through television, reality TV, Desperate Housewives, NFL Housewives, NBA Housewives, the rich and famous are shoved down people's faces, And if you don't have the designer clothes that they have, if you're not doing, your life is horrendous. Oh my God. Look at the people I see on social media or in popular culture. They're all flashing their wealth. They're all living this awesome life. And oh God, I just got to have it just like them, or I'm not happy. And life has no meaning. Life has no purpose. And so you combine those two, the crack cocaine, external validation, and the hedonism and materialism, and people without the external validation and without being able to acquire the materialistic goals that they have, life isn't worth living. I might as well just check out of here. I'm a loser.
And I think all of that's 100% the assessment. I'd add there's a third dark horse in this race, and that's wokeism.
You ready?
So you turn me down. I can't even hear myself.
Good.
Mm-hmm. But that was just a nice way to wrap the show up. I wanted to, I like bringing stuff into a bow, and that's what me and Empress was just saying as far as stuff. Like, bro, we're so woke right now. We can't even talk about real stuff. You say something real, somebody say, no.
We're so sensitive right now.
Sensitive. Yes, we're definitely sensitive too. But we definitely woke in the sense and not woke in a real way when we started off using it, but woke in the sense that it's a trend. It's a fad.
Yeah, it started off as like, oh, representation. Why are we not in movies? Why are we not here? Why are we not there? To this wildfire festival.
Right, woke was just like, I think the government be putting stuff in these goddamn food they be giving to us.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm starting to look at the way these TV programming, like they trying to program us. Right, that's when you was woke, but then now people are sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep. You sleepwalking. Right, Empress?
Mm-hmm.
They walking through the world. Did you watch that John with me? You didn't watch it.
What?
When bro was sleepwalking, the cop.
Mm-mm.
Man, you was listening to it because I heard you laughing from the side, but he pulled his cannon out, put it in my head. Like